So here I have some old window trim on the outside of my house. This was probably done in about the 60s, and if I kept paint on it like I should have, this might not be as bad. But regardless, this side of the house gets the most sun. So if you take a close look, it's all drying up just from getting all that sun, and then expansion and contraction is making this pop out. The sill obviously needs some paint. There's no rot, so I don't think water is the issue. I think it's all just the sun drying this out. You can see right here, this is all cracked like this. Again, keeping this covered in paint would probably help. But since I don't want to just caulk this all in and paint it again because it's just going to keep happening, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it off and I'm going to replace it with PVC. This will be the only window on my house that has PVC, but it's on the side where this just gets beat with sun. All this siding is starting to curl up and everything, and that's a whole other issue. But today we're just going to focus on replacing these two pieces and the top, and hopefully it's going to be pretty easy. So first thing, let's tear these off. So this has been like this for a while. I'm going to start right here because I'm curious if anything got in here and made a mess. Probably not, hopefully not, but we'll see. But that's the kind of stuff that I want to avoid. It's insects and bees and water, of course. So making it easy for me to just take these nails out like this, and I can start it carefully. This is a replacement window, by the way, so it should stop right about here. I'm gonna make sure I seal that up when I put the new trim on. I don't want to pry too hard against it. There we go. Once I get in there, I can pry out like this. And then if I tap it, get this nail out. Old caulking, and I think this is old insulation. Nothing as far as water damage or insects that I can see. And what's nice is there's plywood here. I took out some window trim on the other side of my house and there was no plywood. And this is also tar paper, which is like the old school home wrap, basically. So that's nice that that's there. It's been doing its job for the past 60 years, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll try and seal this up a little bit, put some more insulation in here, and make sure this window's sealed when I put the new stuff on here. There we go. Try not to mess up the sill too much. Got a nail right here. See if I can get that out. That side looks good too. Same thing, some old insulation here, but no signs of water damage or bugs. This is all solid. If you did have some water damage or some bugs, don't worry. I got videos for that. I'll leave a couple in the description here. But cool. I'll take the top piece off. When I pull this one out, I want to be careful of this piece right here. This is a rain cap. So I want to leave that there, because that is what stops water from coming in on the backside there. An important piece. And it was missing on another one of my windows, and that was the reason it really rotted out. So it's nice that this one's here. Might be some caulking and paint kind of attaching it itself here. So just gonna carefully go along and loosen it up. Oh, so dry over here. Everything's brittle. Okay, And with that piece gone, you can see all this old insulation tucked in up there, but everything looks good. And this is the rain cap right here. It's just a piece of metal that folds down over that trim and then stops water from getting in behind the trim. One thing that I have to do with an old window like this is this right here, this little piece sticking out. I'm gonna have to chisel that back. That is actually further than the replacement window. And that is because these old windows, they have this channel right here, kind of routed out. So it locks in to this right here. But we're not gonna need it because we're gonna put trim right over it. So I'm just gonna get a chisel and chisel that off even with this right here. Just wanna make sure that's even, or even this sticking past further than this.